Alright, we're going into the bye week. There are questions that have to be answered. Will Baker Mayfield be our quarterback for the future? Will Greg Joseph be able to make consistent kicks? And lastly, will Bob Wiley ever be the Browns head coach? All these answers and more right now on Captain Cardiac. What is going on, everyone? My name is Drew. This is Captain Cardiac. Thank you for stopping by today. And today we will be discussing how you should be viewing the Browns going into the bye week of the season. Should you be optimistic and happy, or should you be, just dismissing the Browns and, giving those 3 wins up to a little bit of a fluke chance? Well, it's a little bit of a mix of both. And really, for Browns fans, it's hope. And as a Browns fan, as a fellow Browns fan, I know the last thing you want to hear is, hey, this gives us hope. Next year is going to be our year. Because guess what? The majority of the time, next year's not our year. But looking into this, we had our most decisive win since Brian Hoyer was quarterbacking us back in 2014. It was great. Honestly, both sides of the ball played great. What we did well, first off, injuries. They plagued us these last 4 games. Because remember, just a month ago, we were 2-1, and we looked like we could possibly compete for our division, and we've kind of been put in our place. I guess it's not that time yet. But injuries really cost us. We had Joe Schobert, who's one of our best defensive players, go down. We had our Terrence Mitchell and EJ Gaines, our starting and backup corner, respectively, go down. So that was a huge hit for the secondary. Then we had Rashard Higgins go down. Antonio Callaway was a little injured for a while. When you have that much injuries, it's really hard to compete. And the last 4 games have been tough ones. The Steelers and Chargers ones were just ones we weren't competitive in the whole game, really. So, the injuries, having Schobert, all those guys come back. Higgins, too, he had a beautiful touchdown catch. Having all those guys come back and be able to play, that was a huge boost. And now moving into guys I think did an exceptional job. Guys, let's talk about Baker freaking Mayfield. Oh my gosh. He was the guy I was lobbying for us to draft, and man, has he worked out. Without a doubt, he's the best looking rookie corner so far. He has twice as much touchdowns as interceptions, and he was just legendary during this game. He didn't throw an incompletion for the entire first half. He threw 3 touchdowns. You heard me, 3. And he had a passer rating of over 150. This kid is probably gonna be the answer. That's how I'm looking at it. He did everything that we picked him number 1 overall to play. He made those great short throws. He made a few pretty long ones. He showed accuracy, his pocket presence. What I love about this kid is, if defenders are getting in his face, if the offensive line starts to crumble, he can usually get out of the pocket and still make a throw downfield. So pocket presence was great. And then the main thing, the X factor of Baker Mayfield, why this kid is so special, is his leadership ability. We've just been playing with an extra fire since he came. And just for him to lead this team, like I said earlier, we had guys coming back from injuries. Only 2 weeks ago, we had Hugh Jackson and Todd Haley, our head coach and offensive coordinator, get fired. And this kid led us to a decisive victory against a pretty solid Atlanta Falcons team. So Baker, man, keep doing what you're doing. You're a great quarterback. I really think you're gonna be the answer. So Baker, man, great quarterback. Now moving on to the main man of the day. Oh boy, Nick Chubb. This man came into his hometown and put on a clinic. Over 170 rushing yards, 203 total yards, and a rushing and receiving touchdown. Oh my gosh. This man went off. I mean, I'm pretty sure all you guys have seen this. I mean, he got a beautiful 92-yard rushing touchdown, the longest rushing touchdown in Browns history. And I mean, he's such a dynamic runner. I mean, he does almost everything you want a running back to do. He can get away from blockers. He has that breakaway speed. So if he's in open space and you leave him alone, he's gone. And no one's going to be able to catch him. He makes cuts when he needs to. I mean, Nick Chubb, we may very well have the best rookie core in the league looking at these guys. I mean, can you really disagree? Let's be honest here. Nick Chubb, I mean, he took the pressure off of Baker. That 92-yard rushing touchdown really was the sealer on the game. And I mean, it's just hard to lose when you have Baker chucking the football as well as he is a Nick Chubb running all over everyone. So both of those guys, two rookies, did an exceptional job. Now really quick, I want to touch on our offensive line. This has been kind of a struggle the whole year, and they did a great job. Very few offensive line penalties, no sacks allowed. Really quick, Desmond Harrison's been injured. He's a guy who, I hate to say this, but I really don't think we need to start him. I mean, he's a guy who's just got holding penalties on holding penalties and has allowed sacks upon sacks. But great job to our offensive line. I saw Zeitler, our offensive guard, former Pro Bowl offensive guard, made some key blocks. Another one especially on that amazing run by Nick Chubb. So offensive line, great job. Our receivers, almost everyone caught a pass on our receiving core. Jarvis Landry did his thing. Callaway had some very nice catches downfield. And even Rashard Perryman, the old first-round pick from the Ravens, he had some nice catches. Our receiving core, going into this season, it looked like they'd be like one of the best ones in the league. And they've still been doing great. We have had problems with drops this game, but there weren't very many problems with the drops. When receivers needed to make catches, for the most part, they'd make catches. So overall, I think our offense did amazing. I'm not gonna try and repeat myself that much, but almost every position added something positive to the game and greatly contributed to the 28 points we put up and the victory. And now moving on to our defense. This defense had an amazing game. Now I know it's not gonna be apparent immediately. I know we didn't get like 5 turnovers or something crazy like that. But look at this. This Atlanta offense was 3-0. They've been borderline unstoppable this year. You have former MVP Matt Ryan, speedster Tevin Coleman, and then you have the best receiving core in the league with Julio, Calvin Ridley, Matt Ryan, and even Austin Hopper, the tight end. So our defense was able to stop them. Denzel Ward held Calvin Ridley in check for the most part of the game. Another rookie who's just been showing up, Denzel Ward, man. I mean, everyone thought we should have gotten Chubb. I think they're getting proven wrong with the way Denzel's been playing. So, I mean, he's been doing great. Everyone did pretty solid. I mean, our defensive line, they've done a pretty solid job this year of applying pressure. And our secondary, they've been suffering injuries, but TJ Carey, he's another guy who had an amazing fumble recovery earlier in the game. Our defense has really been able to rally, and getting some troops back from injury has helped them. So ladies and gentlemen, like I previously said, we're gonna win games. I'm looking at the second to last week of the season. The Saturday night game against Denver has our most likely chance of winning, and if not that, maybe Atlanta, or maybe Carolina or Cincinnati at home. Those are two. So definitely the Browns, we are looking so much better. This Atlanta game, everything that went right could have gone right. I'm happy to be a Browns fan right now. Let's look for some wins in the future. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video or subscribe if you'd like to see more videos just like this one. And comment down below, how do you think the Browns are looking so far? And if you think they'll win any more games this year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. All you Browns fans, enjoy Victory Monday. Goodbye, guys.